That's brand new music from Modern English from their new album Soundtrack. And on the phone with us tonight is lead singer and founding member of Modern English, Robbie Grey. And Modern English are in the States. They're embarking on this big tour. And, it's kind of an amazing thing because generally when you see a band that's been around for as long as Modern English has been around, you're lucky if you'll get one original member. Or, you know what I mean? Like, or maybe two, but you've got most of the original band together on this tour.
Well, the only one that we haven't got on the tour is the drummer, Richard Brown. The whole original band is out on the road, apart from the drummer.
You never know. He may turn up.
I doubt it. If Richard turns up, that'll be amazing.
Well, how did this all come about, this, getting everybody back together? I mean, this is the classic lineup of Modern English and going out to support this record.
Well, you have to say that it was the bass player's idea, Mick Conroy. I was at my house in Thailand when I got an email just asking, if I'd be interested in being part of getting the old band back together. I just said, yes, of course I would. It'd be really interesting to play some concerts, see how we get on. And it went from there. The management team from the old days in the 80s was Side One Management, and one of that team's name was Josh Seaman. And him and Mick, the bass player, kind of hatched a plot to get the band back together. And now here we are, and I'm talking to you at WFDU.
There you go. Now, when you first all got together, I mean, you hadn't played together in a long time. How did that feel,
Well, right now, Gary, the original guitarist, has just walked out of the bathroom. I'm staring at a tattooed love god. So that's strange. I hadn't seen Gary for about 25 years. And the first time I've seen him, he's got tattoos on his face. So that was a bit of a shock. So forget the music. Just meeting up with people was weird.
Well, this record, Soundtrack, now from what I understand, this had actually been recorded some time ago and only recently come out. What's the story behind that? What was the holdup?
That's a bit confusing, that, to have a Modern English album that's not got any of the original members on it apart from me, and then the original band to go out on the road. It's just that's all about timing, really. It's a question of timing. They're two separate sort of things, really, but we are playing tracks from Soundtrack, the new album, on the road. We'll be playing them at the in-store at Vintage Vinyl. We're playing the new single, It's Okay, and we'll be playing Soundtrack, the title track from the album. It's really good. I really like the album a lot. What's good about it, I think, is that it's got a freedom to it. I mean, Hugh Jones, the original producer of After the Snow and I Melt With You, we got him to produce it. We got Vaughan Oliver, who did the original artwork on all the early 4AD Modern English records. He did the artwork. So there's a whole kind of team back in place from the 80s, really. And I really like that album. Because it's on a smaller label, it's on Darla. And Darla isn't a big major league label, it's a smaller label, so you get a lot of artistic freedom. But, it's just about playing live for us at the moment, to get out on stage and get together again and play live and see how it feels.
Well, listen, you're going to also be in our area Tuesday. It's an in-store at Vintage Vinyl.
Yeah, that's right.
In Fords, New Jersey. Have you ever been there before?
Do you know, I'm not the best with the memory. I've been to New Jersey quite a lot of times, but I couldn't tell you which bits. I know we played in Asbury Park with the Ramones once.
Okay.
And we've been to Trenton, New Jersey. We played with the Alarm in Trenton, New Jersey. Someone just shouted "Ship's Bottom."
Oh, okay.
But I don't know what that means. Is that a swear word? Ship's Bottom.
Yeah.
Sounds like a Monty Python sketch.
You're right. It's sort of an archaic 17th century swear word. And then Friday, you're playing the...
I like that.
Yeah, Friday, you're...
Archaic 17th century swear word.
You should work that into the set now whenever you make a mistake.
I'm going to use that against you.
You're also playing this coming Friday, Le Poison Rouge, the very archaic French Revolution sounding joint in New York City.
I'm looking forward to that. From what I've heard, it's a really good venue. I don't know anything about it, but it sounds good, doesn't it?
Well, they have a lot of stuff. I saw, Laurie Anderson's playing there a couple nights before you, and
I mean, they have dance stuff and art stuff, so it should be interesting, if nothing else. And they've got a grand piano on stage and things like that, so it just really looking forward to that. As long as they've got some AC in the bloody room.
Yeah, I'm sure they will. I'm sure they will. You know, I want to talk about "It's Okay" for a second because, to me, I think this single is as good as anything you've ever done. You know, I mean, the minute I heard it, I said, "There it is. There's, the classic sound of modern English."
Do you know, everybody's saying that to us. Everybody who hears "It's Okay" is saying, "This is it. This is, I Melt With You" #2. The similarity is it's all very simple chord structures. It's all just the 3 or 4 chords going round and round in a cycle, and just changing parts with the keyboards and different guitar parts. Which, if you think about "I Melt With You," is C and F all the way through. Mm-hmm. It's just that the chords come in on the chorus, so it's got similarities like that. "It's Okay" it's a really good song. We've been playing it a lot on the TV today.
Well, it's a great single, and I know that you're one of those bands that have what I like to call the song that doesn't go away, which is "I Melt With You," which is consistently popular. I think with "I Melt With You," it's almost got, the Byrds. You remember the band The Byrds? Oh, sure.
It's almost got that sort of quality to it, and I think "It's Okay"'s got a sort of longevity sound to it as well. It could come from at any sort of time.
Right.
Whereas a lot of, bands, you can sort of pick out what year it was recorded and what kind of computer they could, maybe put it together on.
Right. Although, I Melt With You is not my favorite modern English track. My favorite is Ink and Paper from '86.
Ink and Paper is your favorite modern English song?
Yeah.
Well,
I love that one. And we're going to play that, as soon as this interview's over. Are you guys doing that one on the tour at all?
Do you know, we're not. We're doing it on the September tour, but that's all on the West Coast. We're not doing it on this tour.
Oh, you got to work up a good version of that then.
Well, basically, we only had maybe 2 months to put this whole thing together, and it was really hard work. I mean, you got this phone's vibrating in my ear, but yeah.
Just yell out "Ship's Bottom" and then it'll go away.
Yeah, "Ship's Bottom, go away." But no, we've been working really hard. 2 months in this rehearsal room out by the coast in England, and which is a bit like "Ship's Bottom" as well. So we've all been in a room for the first time in so long. Getting Ink and Paper down as well. We've only got about 13 songs we can play at the moment.
By the way, where can everybody go to find out what's happening with Modern English? Take a look at the tour dates. Oh, God, all that stuff.
There's loads of Modern English websites. I think the best thing you can do is go to www.modernenglishstore.com, mm-hmm. which is an online Modern English shop where you can buy all kinds of goodies in there. And on that, we'll probably have tour dates and things like that. But there's so many. If you Google Modern English, there's so many sites that will tell you loads of it. There's Modern English fan sites. There's loads of them. Facebook sites, MySpace sites, Twitter.
Twitter, yeah, of course.
Yeah, you name it. There's Modern English stuff out there. I mean, I'm not really part of that family, but most of the other band members are.
Yeah, I believe they're tweeting.
Oh, they're tweeting all day long. They got stiff fingers, I tell you.
See if at some point you can get them to tweet "Ship's Bottom," and then then we'll really spread it around. We'll get that.
Yeah, I'm going to Google that name soon. "Ship's Bottom." It's great.
Maybe a song or an album title. Well, anyway, thanks so much, Robbie, for speaking with us.
No problem. Tell your people to come down to Vintage Vinyl on Tuesday, and I think we're playing around 7-ish.
Yeah,
and come and see us play a kind of unplugged set.
It's going to be great. Everybody comes through and plays there. So, Cheap Trick to Judas Priest to you name it, Modern English will be there. So check it out. And also Friday, Les Poissons Rouges in New York City. Thanks so much for talking to us, Robbie.
Okay, mate. Cheers, then.
All righty. Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.